What's up, everybody? Still out here in Aruba. I should be returning to work. I don't know, maybe in a week or two. Who knows? But I want to talk to you about this. If you know, you know. I don't know if you know or not, but the CIA has been known to pump a certain type of propaganda to different groups of people, meaning poor white, poor black, poor Hispanic, to keep people stuck in a cycle of poverty. It's no secret that back in the day, the drug war was aimed against black, white, if they were in that community, or Hispanic, because crack cocaine was mostly found in the inner cities, and like powder cocaine was mostly known for being on like Wall Street, the Hamptons, and affluent, and affluent neighborhoods. So the war on drugs actually was a war on poor people. It was not a war on the affluent. Social media works the same way. If you look at social media, there is a ton of misinformation when it comes to finances to keep people stuck in that situation. Now, I will keep saying this. If you know, you know. It's not about being woke. It's about being enlightened and educated. Think about this for a second. What don't they want the American people to be? They don't want the American people to be owners. Because when you own your things outright, society, propaganda, the corporations, the CEOs own you forever. You're a forever consumer. When you start consuming less, remember, it's not your job to keep the economy going. Some people will know this, and a majority of the people do not know this. So when you hear the economy slowing down, don't try to justify yourself. I got to help the economy to go buy a car, or I got to go buy a TV or a phone. You let somebody else who is not financially enlightened and literate, who does not understand that that's not your job, you let them go do that. What we need to be doing as people, as Americans, because I'm here for the tax-paying citizens, buy back your time. I cannot tell you, once you buy back your time, your blood pressure goes down. You won't be on so many pills. You won't need all this medication that keeps your brain clouded. A lot of the, all the medication out here. I appreciate you. I really do. I own a lot of pharmaceutical companies in my dividend portfolio. I appreciate you. But I would appreciate it if you guys actually came off a lot of that stuff, because it's keeping your brain clouded. Think about it. They want you stuck on alcohol. They want you stuck on, hitting that so your brain is clouded. Now, if you do it every so often, that's you. But every day, your brain is clouded. You need it to function. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a pothole right there. Or like a speed bump and a pickup truck went over. I thought something happened down there. But anyway, social media has become that. Everybody has the secret to do nothing but have everything. There is no secret to do nothing and have everything. If you want everything, you're gonna have to give it your all. I'm serious. I don't want everything. I want just enough for us. I want enough to have our freedom. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. I can't even tell you the last time I've been to work. I don't even know the day. Like, I've been in flip-flops, I've been in shorts, I've been in t-shirts, I've been shirtless, I've been in swimming trunks, we've been eating at great restaurants. When you don't worry about your finances, yo, I'm telling you, the majority of Americans worry about how they gonna pay their bills. But they don't understand. A lot of people, I know people are struggling. Now, I can't help you. I'm sorry. If you are just struggling and you don't see any way out, but you have a smartphone, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that's why so many scammy channels popped up, because they thought they can create businesses, which they did just doing this. But if you don't see any way out, I can't help you. That's a self-esteem thing. But if you're working a career where you're making a really good wage, now, in my opinion, you got to be making more than 60 grand in the United States. I don't care what state you live in. Somebody's making it work with 40 grand. So if you could make 60, 65, 70, I'm telling you, you could have a great life. You got to scale back. If you're making 60, 65,000, you better not be driving a $60,000 car or a $40,000 car or a 50, 30. You better be driving a $10,000, $5,000 whip if you want to buy back your freedom. Social media is like propaganda. They want you stuck. They want you blowing your money. They want you blowing your money on stupid stuff. They don't want you, stacking your bread. I'm telling you, a lot of these CEOs, they control a lot of this stuff. Remember, the more you consume, the wealthier they get. They don't want you having money in your pocket. They want your money so they can buy yachts and create different laws and tax things that benefit them. They work just like the CIA. Social media is programming so many people to be gamblers with their money, destroy their money, try to get quick riches and think they can create something out of nothing. You may not believe me now, but stick around, give it some time. Since 2020, more people started investing than ever before, right? But in reality, when they give these studies, more people didn't start investing. More people started day trading. That's what they don't tell you. Where's the wealth? I want to ask you, how much has your wealth gone up in 5 years? 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 100,000? Are you gaining any ground since 2020, since you discovered the stock market? You know when you discovered it. You may have heard about it before, but you really started doing what you were doing probably in 2020, 2021. How much is your wealth going up? That's what you got to ask yourself. If you don't think propaganda is at work, if you haven't gone up at least, I'm serious. If you haven't gained substantial amounts of money, and if you've been selling and buying and selling and buying, and you're still doing it to this day, propaganda is at work. So, hope you made it this far. No regrets. Get it.